What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Motivation and Box Trucking. It's been a while, guys, but look, I'm back. The King's here. I know y'all been wondering where I've been at. Just been in my truck getting money. But today, we're gonna have that conversation. Let's get to it.
Always remember, the past is your lesson, the present is your gift, and the future is your motivation. Stay motivated and keep trucking, y'all. Motivate, motivation, 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 motivate, motivation, motivation, motivation.
All right, guys and ladies, of course, can't miss my women. Anywho, I want to talk about 5 main points today. One, the 180-day rule. Also, there's a 90-day rule. Also, I want to talk about the contracts again. Explain what the contracts are, because there's been some confusion with the contracts. As well as I want to update you on the routes, because they're doing a route update coming up. And I also want to go over the rentals again. People been trying to get back into the rentals. And without further ado, we're going to get right to. All right. Look, guys, I'm going to be honest. When it comes to that 180-day rule, I guess because I've been doing this for 3 years now, it doesn't affect me, but it does affect me. And it does affect those that has been running Amazon for a while. Now, we all understood Amazon as being one of the stepping stones for all the beginners to come in. So people were literally buying trucks, never drove a truck in their life, and their first loads was being ran with Amazon. Now, for me, the issue I see with that is that now, by allowing people that don't have experience trucking, period, you're upping your chances for things that happen, such as what you see on the news a lot, quote unquote, Amazon drivers running into, people on the highway, and then Amazon not being held reliable for it because Amazon third parties are their work. So on Amazon end, I definitely understand the move. Okay, you did always baffle me that they did. You can literally get your MC DOT number, and within 30 days, you can be riding with Amazon pushing major loads across the country when other brokers and shippers wouldn't do the same. They at least want to see that you're at least a safe driver. So unfortunately for the people that's coming in new, no, it doesn't benefit you. But once again, like I said, for us that been there for a while, that benefits us. Reason being, I'm gonna explain. Peak season was a testament of what will happen by just allowing anybody and everybody to come in and run your freight. People were doing things such as didn't want to wait at the facility, wait for them to open. They would leave the pallets outside the gate. All right, I'm not no rat. I don't snitch. I'm not telling on anybody nothing. But there was also individuals that was like, hey man, I got extra whatever on my truck, or they left this pallet at this post office. I could take this home. I'm not saying that people did it. I'm just saying. When you have people coming in new that don't respect the game, is not really looking at it as if, like for me, Amazon is my primary brand. It's my primary. Okay, I do run other loads. Matter of fact, as you can see, I'm currently today is Thursday, so we just got paid this week. Still didn't even work that much last week, but as you can see, we're in March. We're not even done with March, and I'm already halfway at me and my wife's 6-figure goal, running off of one truck. I just recently bought another truck. I actually got that truck in the shop, getting some things done to us. I haven't been able to run that, but just off the one truck, I've been able to maintain a good amount of money each month, whereas I'm definitely going to make over 6-figure again this year with one truck. Now, I think because it's slow season, you would think that you won't be able to make that much money, but because Amazon has implemented that new rule, there's more freight for you guys. But on the other end of that, because Amazon knows that they're not allowing people to come in until they have 180 days on their authority, they know they can kind of get away with some of the rates that they put in. So that's why we got some of these crappy rates because Amazon know they can get away with it, one. And then two, I'm not going to point out a particular group, but we all know there's a particular group of people that do not mind taking cheap freight. They just don't mind taking it. The damn route is 200 miles. They'll take it for $80. You know, they just piece it up. So that's not deterring anybody from picking loads off the load board. Okay, it's just a multitude of things, man, that's coming in. So yes, back to it. The 180-day rule, I agree with it. I know I just went on a whole tangent or whatever, but I agree with it, man. It's gonna benefit those who has been here and put the work in. You know, I didn't complain because I still was making money. I'm gonna make money regardless because I have a complete understanding of Amazon, So I'm gonna make money regardless, and it's not for me to brag. Once again, my channel is called Motivation and Box Trucking. It's to motivate you. But in that same, I lost what I was saying. Lord have mercy. By having that rule, that still opened up more freight does. That don't mean that they gonna change the routes, but at least we know it's not new cats coming in that don't understand rate per mile and just picking anything. We're still dealing with the same cats that's been running. A lot of cats are dropping out. They're like, screw this, find another work, you know. But once again, I think that 180-day rule actually benefits definitely us vets out here that's been running. Okay. Amazon also has a 90-day rule, to whereas when you do get the authority to come on, you still got 90 days before you can see everything that all the A's and people that had longevity have been doing this for a while. You still gonna have to wait 90 days to see the logo. Once again, I think that's gonna benefit us, definitely us vets. Like I said, last year I had a C+. Just because my truck broke down. Amazon act like they trucks don't break down. My truck broke down, one not even break down. I just had to reject. My truck didn't even break down. I just had to reject a couple loads, and it held me back the entire peak season. Still make the money. But I noticed that it was people coming in that never ran Amazon, came in on peak season, you know, getting those $1,000 loads, kudos, but wasn't doing the routes correctly. Leaving pallets at the wrong post office. Like I said, dropping pallets off outside the gate. Just doing a bunch of bull crap that in return screwed all of us over, which made Amazon start to micromanage us. So, hey man, for you newcomers, I totally understand. It's frustrating, but for us guys and our women, our ladies and gentlemen that's been doing this for a while, this benefits us, guys. It benefits us tremendously. All right. Which leads me into the contracts. All right. Now, when I was on a call with a middle mile manager, the district middle mile man, not the one just for your facility, it's the one that's for like the whole region, whatever. And one thing that she said that struck me was that they do test runs. For instance, they put out a particular rate on the contracts just to see if somebody will grab, because they're willing to pay a particular amount for the contract. Now, like I told y'all, we ran the contract, but we ran the contracts with a base pay of $520. With the accessories will be around $30 to $50. Then the diesel will be another $50 to $100, $130. I was making somewhere less than $600 a day, with upwards of almost $700 a day running the contract. Understand this: when you get the contracts, they're going to give you the loads nobody else wants. Here in Richmond, it's the loads that's going to the mountains. But Pete, the furthest point that any load from Amazon coming out of Rig 5 goes to is only 150 miles out. Now, with the load, excuse me, what's up, son? No, school not over, son. I'm doing the video, then I'm gonna come back out there. I wouldn't get a contract no less than $450. But for all you out there, if you could at least let it get to $400, you will be at least guaranteeing yourself $500 plus on the lows. And also with that, the contract shows you, instant, it have the load like us here, Rig 5, your 3 stops, and then it say Rig 5. You don't have to go to Rig 5. Go home. Don't drive back to the facility. They got nothing for you. Please don't waste your diesel and do that, y'all. Okay, don't wait. The people even in the meeting, the middle mile managers say that. Don't go back to the facility. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's the 180-day rule, the 90-day rule. We went over the contracts, route updates. I know y'all have been noticing that the routes have not been consistent because Amazon is doing what Amazon does. No offense to Amazon, but you know, you got people that are just basic, are essentially are employees. One never ran their own company, majority of them. And even if they did, had nothing to do with logistics, majority of them. So some of the decisions that they make seem a little backwards, asinine. And you just got to know how to go with the punches with Amazon. So in April, they will be updating their routes. I know here on the East Coast, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, what's Virginia part of? I know Maryland. I know it's DMV in North Carolina, but they're changing the routes in April. They're changing the routes in April, so prepare for that. I know it's been difficult to double book, to double up, and things of that nature, but y'all, you gotta roll with the punches, man. You gotta roll with the punches. You got to roll with the punches, man. I'm motivation. I'm not saying nothing to brag on y'all. I wouldn't do that to y'all. I love y'all, love my community. Try to share as much as I can. I've been noticing that a lot of the information that I have been putting out kind of been backfiring on the community. So I don't want to have extra restrictions put on us based upon us finding the fallacies in Amazon's business structure. So, like I said, man, I got a B plus, got 97.5. That is crazy. Only in Amazon world where a damn 97.5 is a B plus and you can't see nothing on the load for it. So I haven't been able to see any loads like I want to. But I've been maintaining. And that's just, like I said, that's just about halfway just with Amazon. I still do stuff with Curry. Loads with Curry and other side jobs. Shout out to my man Tank. Gotta get with my man Tank. He always put me on with something crazy out there. Yeah, man. But also, last thing I want to talk about was rentals. Now, one thing a lot of people do, they try to look for hope. Now, I can't see this on the screen well, so I'm gonna look at my phone. Because one of my consultees texted me, and because he's like, man, I gotta be a way to get a rental. Gotta be a way, right? They had to get a good price. So, of course, he was on one of YouTubers' Instagram. I don't really be on Instagram, so I don't really know what's going on over there. But he sent me this. He said, man, I need a rate like this. And as y'all can see on the screen, you would look at it and you would be like, man, that's a great rate. You see the monthly base rate is at $1,800. The monthly base rate is at $1,800. And then you get down here where he circled at, because that's what he wants you to focus on, right? The base rental rate includes 0 free miles per month as applicable. Any additional miles will be charged at the rate of 13 cents per mile. Projected monthly mileage is 3,000 miles. If actual mileage exceeds projected monthly mileage by 20% or more, rates, mileage, charges, and or terms may be further adjusted. That's the scam, y'all. Now, that sounds cool. It sounds like, oh man, I got a base pay of $1,800 a month and then only 13 cents a mile. But for us vets out here that know the real, we know what the time it is. Because like I said, as you continue reading, it says projected monthly miles is only 3,000. Now, for you out here that's running your truck, you know that you're going to be running no less than 1,500 miles a week. That's a week. So we're just going to say 1,500 miles a week. And just in 4 weeks, you're going to be at 6,000 miles. Remember, they said that they're going to charge you if actual mileage exceeds projected monthly mileage by 20% or more, rates, mileage, and charges or terms may be further adjusted. Now, what is 20% of 3,000? Let's see. That's 600. So you're allowed 3,000 miles, then an additional 600 before they start charging you crazy. So your base pay is going to be 1,800. You get no free miles. So say if you just run the 1,300 miles. So let's say you just run, not 1,300, the 3,000 miles. So you got a base pay of 1,800, and then that 1 week or 2 weeks, you run 3,000 miles. 3,000 miles times 13 cents is $390. That don't sound bad. That don't sound bad whatsoever. But the issue come in is like this. But what about them other 2 weeks? So right there, you're at $2,190 for the month for the truck, which is still essentially not bad. It's almost like $500 a week. But what about the other 2 weeks ago? Because remember, that's $3,000 predicated that you only travel 1,500 miles each week. But if you plan on traveling using the truck for the entire month, for instance, like March has 5 weeks in there. That's 5 weeks. That's 1,500 times the 5 weeks. That's potential 7,500 miles. So that means after 3,600 miles, subtract from 7,500 miles, you'll still be paying for 3,900 miles. And remember, they said they're going to be adjusting it. From my experience, that 13 cent easily turns into 32 cents. So you can go somewhere. So right now you're at 2,190. You continue to drive throughout the month. Now you got an extra 3,900 miles. Times that by, let's just say they're going to charge you 21 cents a mile. That's $819. That's on the low end. So you're still gonna be paying somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 for the truck a month. And I did all this on low end. It's really gonna be more than that. That $819 and that 23 cent, 21 cent on it, they're gonna adjust, and it's gonna adjust to something where you like, man, this ain't even worth it. So it's been a while, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. Thought I would stop by and just give some information. I know this video has been all over the place, guys. I don't know. Till next time. And make sure y'all check, and also make sure you check out my wife. My wife got some things coming up. She got this wonderful series coming up, What's Moving in Your State. So stay tuned for that. If you need any help with running Amazon, that's what I specialize in. Book your consultation and get your package. And like I said, until next time, y'all. Peace. Big man, shoot YouTube videos.